My friends, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. I hope wherever you're at and whatever you're doing, you are loving yourself, loving the ones you're with. I hope you are thriving. I hope you are striving. I hope you're doing everything that makes you happy. Guys, today we are going to be talking about a movie from 2025. As you guys know, I am a big mixed martial arts fan. UFC, Pride, PFL, all that kind of stuff. I love combat sports. And one of the, originators, one of the original pioneers of ultimate fighting, of mixed martial arts, is Mr. Mark Kerr. Great wrestler from back in the day. Just a big old dude who could beat the snot out of people. And he had a documentary come out about his career, his triumphs, his tribulations, things like that, back in like 2002, called The Smashing Machine. And I have watched that a couple of times in my life. It's a fantastic documentary. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about a movie, or the movie, The Smashing Machine, directed by Benny Safdie from last year. So before we get started, hit that like and subscribe button so we can take it down to Pound Town, ground and Pound Town. Shouldn't have said Pound Town the first time. You know what I mean, guys. So we are going to be talking about The Smashing Machine and Mark Kerr and how the accuracies, the inaccuracies, things like that, the acting, guys, from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, I am not a big Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson fan at all. Can't stand the man personally. I don't like his, I just don't like him as a person. He seems scummy and disingenuous all the time. And I've never liked him as an actor because, in my opinion, an actor has to actually act. An actor has to convey a range of emotions through his body language and his dialogue and the way he makes his voice sound. The Rock is the Rock is the Rock is the Rock. He's always gonna be the Rock. Dwayne is the Rock. And everything he's in, he's the Rock. And I just don't like him as an actor, okay? And so when I heard that he was cast as Mark Kerr in this film about Mark Kerr's life, I thought, oh gosh, this probably is not going to be very good. And I automatically dismissed it as a farce, as some kind of ruse to, separate me from my hard-earned money at the theater, because I love the sport and I like the fighter he is portraying. I like his story of overcoming adversity, but I don't like the man portraying him. So that left me in a conundrum. I thought, well, do I want to go see it in the theater? Do I not want to see? Do I want to even watch it at all? And then I heard other people talking about it and how, it's almost like it's a parody of the man's life. And it's just, things were said that made me not necessarily want to see this film. So it came out to rent, and it got as low as like $4.99 to rent. And I almost bit the bait. I almost took it. And then I waited, and finally it dropped on HBOMax during the great freeze of 2026. And I said, it's time to check out The Smashing Machine. And guys, I was so pleasantly surprised by this. I went in there with no expectations. I went in there with my arms crossed and my nose turned up like I was better than everybody that made this movie. And guys, I have to eat crow because this was an excellent film. My only complaint, The Rock wasn't The Rock. He wasn't Dwayne. I say that's my only complaint. That's not my only complaint. My only complaint was the makeup work, because there were times when Dwayne looked like Mark Kerr from the makeup with his eyebrows, and kind of, they made him look more, boxy in the head. He had more squared features than Dwayne did. And those times looked great, especially when The Rock had hair and he was portraying Mark Kerr. I thought he did excellent. Like, he even tried to make his voice a little more high-pitched, kind of like Mark Kerr. Like, he portrayed the man very, very well. My only complaint was the makeup sometimes The Rock did a good job of making me think he's not The Rock in this. Dwayne did a good job of making me go, oh no, he's actually acting. He's portraying Mark Kerr. Cool, I'm behind that. But then when your makeup department, your continuity department, kind of half-ass it, and they give him makeup when he shaves his head finally for his comeback, and he looks like The Rock, even though they don't, because there's times where the makeup work is very heavy and he looks like someone else, and then there's other times where he looks like Dwayne Johnson. And that's the only thing that took me out of this film. Other than that, the acting was superb. From Dwayne to Ryan Bader. Ryan Bader, who would have thought that Ryan Darth Bader, former Bellator heavyweight champion, would be a good actor? Not me, but he surprised the hell out of me. Ryan Bader was excellent. Boss Rutan, always excellent, whatever he's in. I mean, all of the performances in this film were great. Benny Safdie is a fantastic director. I've loved the Safdie brothers since Uncut Gems, Good Times. Those are great films, and this is no different. The Smashing Machine was an excellent film. It didn't feel like it was parodying Mark Kerr at all. It felt like it was truthful about who he was as a person. He was a guy with a heart of gold, but he had mental hang-ups about just the way that certain things were done. He had mental hang-ups about his appearance, and he had, he wasn't, as far as legality and negotiating and those kind of things, he wasn't a smart man when it came to those types of situations. So he wound up getting screwed out of money and by promoters and stuff like that because he didn't have representation. He was trying to do it all himself. And I think that was just a fair assessment of the man himself who we are portraying in this film. So I thought that the film did an excellent job of telling Mark Kerr's story from the documentary that it is based on. Excellent film, guys. I highly recommend that you guys watch it. It's streaming on HBOMax right now. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up. The Rock was actually pretty good in it. And just it was good, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me and talking with me for a little bit about it. Leave some comments if you've seen it, what your thoughts on it were. And hit that like and subscribe button for me on the way out, guys. As always, I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them. Peace out. God bless you, my friends, and I will see you soon.